Hello everybody, welcome back. Make a quick video this morning, not too much to talk about, just an extension on yesterday's video really. Highlighted a few altcoins and some of them are doing really well. I was talking about this on the Telegram, but yeah, we've got a nice breakout taking place already from Ocean, which is one of them coins that doesn't really perform too well, to be fair. So that's pretty good, and RLC looks like it's having a nice little run as well at this point now, looking for probably a bit larger on this one if we can break out from this zone. But let's just think about Bitcoin now, because yesterday I was saying, yeah, pullback is underway. The first area of bounce would be a 10 exponential. That's where we got it yesterday, a bit of a bounce yesterday, but again, we're only up less than 1% at the moment. And again, from the top down to there, it's a good 5% or more. The further pullback, I would say now, back to 32,500, maybe even a little lower, but more or less around these zones. It feels like it's an impossible thing to ask, really, when especially when altcoins are rallying super hard and super fast. But the reality is, Bitcoin has done a very nice big run. It's confirmed a trend on the weekly. Altcoins typically are the last stage of any kind of sort of like bullish run. I'm not saying that this is the last stage. I think altcoins have got a lot further to run in the short term, but in the even shorter term, a Bitcoin pullback is quite likely. Now, I'm working on holiday at the moment with this rubbish Lenovo laptop, but if anyone's taken a quick look at the Dixie's breaking down right now. The Dixie is breaking down, and I think all the concept of raising rates any further isn't well. I've been saying it for a couple of months. I don't think they're going to be doing it anymore. I don't think they're going to be doing it. And now it's to do with all the other central banks and what they're going to do. And if they continue to raise rates, then we will continue to see the Dixie come down, which usually has a bullish effect on markets. So I'm quite bullish on most markets. I think gold has kind of reached a peak. I think Bitcoin is getting close to reaching a peak around 38,000. So let's have a look at something. So as we can see, we ran quite high, quite fast recently, and as a result of that, we've got small, but it does exist, bearish divergence here on Bitcoin. We'll have 3 drives of this with a new local high. So if we do manage to run up above 36,000, probably looking for around 30. Well, top targets we're going to be around 38 at this point, really, and still maintain bearish divergence on this daily chart. I think that will reach a decent peak, and we consolidate from there. Now, what altcoins do at that point is a different story. If anyone remembers, bull markets, for 2019, 2020, 2021, and how altcoins operated throughout that period, a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time, altcoins would have their own little season, the alt season, after Bitcoin has reached a particular milestone on its own chart. And so we might have an extension of the altcoin rallies, which would effectively be a thou giveth, thou taketh away kind of move. So nice big mountains formed on the charts, and then sort of consolidations back to more or less where they began, and some of them probably lower, some of them still maybe continuing with the high, low structure. So let's not get too overexcited and absolutely not too overexposed. Let's enjoy the runs while we have them. Let's take profit as and when, but recognize that momentum is sort of fading away on the Bitcoin chart. And although altcoins are playing catch up right now, and we could wake up 10, 20, 50, 100% higher than we were the previous week, which obviously we have done over this last 4 weeks. It's been significant gains across the board. Gains will stop at some point, and reality will the fabric of reality will kick back in again, and we'll realize, oh yeah, of course, well, should have taken some profit. So let's have a look at the short-term time frames on Bitcoin, because like I said, there's not much point in making a very long video on this one. It might as well just be as quick and easy as what I've said there, which is Bitcoin likely to bounce up to a new sort of local high on its trend and confirm a third drive of bearish divergence and consolidate from there down to the 33, 32 area. The 4 hourly, dwindling with momentum. Major support there, still above 30, which is the main thing based on what we saw on that weekly yesterday. The confirmation of the conversion baseline cross above the cloud or the itchy cloud. So we the trend signal will still be in play provided we continue to close Bitcoin above 30,000. Below 30,000, the cancellation of the signal on the weekly will happen. This is a closure on the weekly, by the way, not a daily, not a 4-hourly. We can wick below 30,000 and bounce back up. That's all perfectly fine. We're talking candle body closures on a weekly to say, all right, now we're back in, we're in trouble again. So for the moment, I don't see too much of a problem. It's just basically easy continue with a high, low structure on its own weekly chart. But that'll be frustrating to a lot of people who expect crypto gains to appear within 5 minutes of watching this video, because that's not how it's going to work. It's a chart just like many other charts. It's doubled in its value in a year, which is better than most charts. Not all. Yes, there's plenty of stocks that have done much better than this. High top tiered stocks, talking things like Meta, for instance, outperform Bitcoin. So it's not the be all and end all, right? So people forget this, but there is a much broader market out there, and Bitcoin is just part of it. Altcoins, well, we all know, the beauty and the terror that surrounds altcoins. So yeah, I'm looking for this to continue up, make a new local high at this point, given the reaction that we had on that 10 exponential on the daily yesterday. However, if it does decide it does want to break down, it's still not a big deal for me. And again, trading altcoins, we can see setups, we can play those setups, but we also need to think about what strategy it is we're employing. Are we happy to hold these for an 18-month, 2-year period, or do we want to continue to take profit and play the market safely as a trader, or are you just simply investing, over the next couple of years? Both of those, perfectly appropriate way to deal with this market right now, but it's not parabolic time. We might see these altcoins, or some of these altcoins, go up 100% from where we are right now towards the end of the year. Absolutely possible, completely possible, and I can see that. I can absolutely see that. But if they don't, it's still not a big deal. And again, we've seen just over the last 3 or 4 weeks that we can trade altcoins pretty successfully and bag profit, double, triple our money or whatever. But in line with the normal 4-year cycle and how we have periods of relief rallies or alt seasons throughout that, this isn't the time really for new all-time highs or anything like that. And just like the last cycle, we had mountains and molehills and mountains and molehills, and then we always end on a parabolic high, just as we did in 2017 into 18, just like we did in 2020 to 2021, and just like we'll do 2024 to 2025. So whatever we get now, bag the profit. That's the way I'm viewing it. Of course, I've got hodl bags, buy, hold, stake bags that I've been buying throughout this year. But right now, it's a trading environment, and I'm absolutely looking to take profit incrementally on the way up for all of these altcoins that I've been talking about over the last 3 or 4 weeks. That's basically it. I don't really want to take up too much more of your time. I will be doing the live stream tonight. It will not be the greatest of quality because I'm using this old Lenovo thing that I use. But we will get the information out there. If you want to join the Patreon, there is links in the description below. You get 2 live streams a week. Normally, there are better quality than this, absolutely. But still, production value is not my strong point. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.